Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is 6 Yu-Gi-Oh! 6 here. I'm bringing you a new Vanguard deck profile. I really should change that to 6 Vanguard 6. Since I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In so long anyways. Well, competitively anyways. Um, this is a deck that I just finished today thanks to a good friend of mine for loaning me the last card I needed. I'm borrowing it and hopefully I'll be able to pick up my own copy down the road. Thanks to that same friend and another friend for helping me complete this deck. I had a crazy deck idea and I thought about it and worked on it, and this deck is really funny and actually is very competitive. I'm actually thinking about entering it in my locals next week. I did enter locals this past Saturday, which is yesterday, because I work offshore like I've told y'all. I'm only back for 1 to 2 weeks at a time typically, so I don't have time to enter or post videos or everything. So I have like 7 current Vanguard decks that are complete. Well, yeah, complete. Genesis is kind of just sits there until Minerva comes out. Minerva! So, other than that, I'll be giving y'all a deck update and a deck profile and a regional report tomorrow, because I misplaced one of my cards after the not regional, sorry, misplaced one of my cards after my locals was over, and I can't seem to find it. So I'm playing a 49 card deck. I don't feel like bringing y'all a deck profile right now. So on to the deck list. This is my Dimensional Police deck, or as I like to call it, plus and minus, or break ride, as my friends call it. For my starter, I do play the Grade 0 Searcher. Since you are focusing on the break rides in this deck, you need to hit your Grade 3 as fast as possible, and multiple Grade 3s at that. I've actually been able to pull off 7 break rides in a row with this deck, which is really funny, and you keep hand size like crazy. So for my Grade 3 lineup, I am playing 4 of these super awesome, sexy Megazord. The Super Dimensional Robot Die Kaiser, or as my friend calls it, Power Ranger deck. So 3 of him. He's the break ride that came in the structure deck. 4 of him. When you break ride, plus 10k, plus 1 crit to your Vanguard, and the Vanguard gets the skill that if you drive to a Grade 3 and negate one of your opponent's guard cards. So you have to counter blast 1. So really busted and annoying Grade 3. I hate this clan, but I hate playing against it, but this version is actually a lot of fun to play with. So for my next bit of Grade 3s, I play 4 of 0 here. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm sorry about that. 4 to 0, if y'all didn't see the Daiusha earlier, the Daikaiser. For these guys, he's meant to be for the Zeal, but he actually works really well in this deck. Original Saver 0. When you break right on top of him, your Vanguard gets plus 10k and your opponent's Vanguard loses 5k. So it's really good to just swing for massive numbers. Also, both of these break rides, if they're boosted by a Dimensional Police Vanguard, they get plus 2k. For my Grade 2s, I play 4 Mika. She's the counter blast 2 counter blast 2 and draw a card if his tech hits, rear guard or Vanguard or whatever. So I play her because I'm not a fan of the 10Ks, just for the fact that this deck swings for massive numbers already, so the extra 1,000 really doesn't matter. I do not counterblast in this deck, except for my starter and my Daiusha break ride guy. Also, she's super cute. But it also forces guard on my opponent's hand and puts a lot of pressure on my opponent, because if they don't guard, I'm just going to get pluses for days. So that being said, I play 4. How do you pronounce him? Dimensional Robo Kaizard. He's the Grade 2 mini break ride. When you ride on top of him, give your Vanguard plus 5k. He's a 9k vanilla in the rear guard. I thought about playing the promo, the counterblast one, put him into soul if it hits, retire, draw, or whatever the hell it's worded. But your opponent has to have a Dayusha Vanguard, and my Vanguard is not always gonna be the Dayusha Vanguard. Actually, I seem to for some reason always have the Zero Zeal Breakguard as my Vanguard. So that being said, I am playing the AK Grade 2. That combos very well with the Zero. If your opponent's Vanguard is at 8,000 or less attack, this unit, if it gets the skill, if it hits the Vanguard, you draw a card. So, really good early game, and amazing when you break ride the rear guard. Break ride on top of Zeal, or Zero. 4 PGs for grade 1s. It's a really bad glare. I'm really sorry about that. These are new Pro Mat sleeves, so I don't like them, but For probably the most busted card in the deck, 3 Laurel. The card I'm borrowing from my friend is one of these. This card shot up like 210% in value, and from being like $1 to like $7 within a day of this set's release. If y'all don't know his skill, he's kind of older card. He's like from set 4 or 5 or something. His skill is let's see if y'all can see that. There you go. Focus in real quick. If your Vanguard hits your opponent's Vanguard, you can rest this unit along with 3 other of your rearguard Dimension Police and stand your Vanguard, which is really good when you break ride. 3 of this chick, solely for the fact that there's not another decent grade 1 that you can play in the deck, and if you happen to ride her, she's a really good skill. I wish there was a more consistent way to put her into Soul, other than that grade 2 or 1 that just came out in set 13 where counterblast 1, put him and another unit into Soul and target Dayusha Vanguard and it gets +1 crit. But again, I'm not always going to have that Dayusha Vanguard, so she's just a 7k and she's really good. She's my main ride target if I happen to hit her turn 1. If y'all don't know her effect, it's Dimensional Robo and Die Brave. You can Soul Blast this card, counterblast 1, target your Vanguard. If it hits, you draw a card. For last bit of grade 1s, I am playing the 4 8Ks for power. For triggers, I'm playing the 4 crits that can Soul Charge, get +3. 4 more crits. 4 draw. And 4 heal. That's the deck, guys. Hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and peace, YouTube.